Please don't change the dad when it's Cambridge Gucci Live. Quiet on the set, Cambridge Gucci going live. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, we Cambridge Gucci Live. You ain't gotta lie, this is Cambridge Gucci Live. Please don't change the dad when it's Cambridge Gucci Live. Quiet on the set, Cambridge Gucci going live. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, we Cambridge Gucci Live.
What up, what up? Big shout out to everybody. Welcome back to another show of Cambridge Gucci Live. I'm your host, Wally Sparks. And y'all know what I say. Cambridge Gucci Man. Today, I got a very special guest in the building. Alumni. Been waiting for this cat to come through.
My boy.
My man. Let the world know who you are and what it is.
What's going on? It's your boy P. Pilz. You know, he has a couple things. But yeah, I'm here with my guy right here. Wally Sparks.
Long awaited joint, man. One more time.
Pull up.
This is my man right here, man. We've been doing this thing for a long time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we was just chopping it up, talking about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Reminiscing.
Yeah, because like we actually like came up in the game together, type wave.
Real
you feel
shit.
what I'm saying?
Real shit. Absolutely.
So
that's absolutely real.
When they think about Pilz, right? What's the first thing that you started with? Because you got many hats right now.
A lot of hats. I mean, most might know me by Dreamstar Studio, really, like the brick and mortar storefront. Like I was saying, I was originally in Somerville. So, yeah. So I started out about 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's just
Studio.
Being a studio guy, running the studio.
Being a studio. Yeah, that was just being a studio, running the studio, getting my feet wet in the whole industry.
Yeah.
Software, everything like that. You know what I mean?
Was that the first passion you had? Because I know you was busting down them rhymes too.
Listen, the studio was secondary. You know what I mean? I'm a rapper first. That was the first passion. You feel me? High school, originally, and then carried on to college and all that. And eventually, it was like, what can I do with this music? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's also, kind of like a career path, you know what I mean? So obviously I thought about a studio.
Oh, that's
always
fire.
did as a youth, and then eventually, I went into school for business.
Yep.
And was like, what kind of business could I do? It was like, obviously, let's try this studio thing
that's
out.
dope. Like hand in hand. So like you was you always just recording your own shit too?
Originally, nah. I always wanted to be recorded. I feel like still right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I record myself is because, I just have to.
You just got it there.
Yeah, I just want to do it. But nah, originally, you know what I mean, I would record other people, and that's how it started off. Mixing, editing. But again, that's coming from a rapper's standpoint, more so business owner. So I was actually getting with other engineers and interns and allowing people opportunity to come get bread with me.
Yeah, that's dope. How does something like that work? You know what I mean? Like
it's just structured. You know
structured
what I mean? Structured it a certain way. It's not everybody's model. It's just the way I wanted to do it. So it's like everybody has an opportunity. Yeah,
because I remember you was in there heavy. Every time I would go up in there, you was always recording somebody's joint.
Man.
You know what I mean? I came in there, you finessed a few of my joints.
Come on, man. I was there for years, and it got, to the point where, it was like, now I was outsourcing that business to other engineers, producers.
Did that work good for you? Like, when you have other engineers working in the lab, is it kind of... Did you have separate areas for them to work?
So at some point, when I was in Somerville, I had 2 floors in there. So there was a lower level studio.
I remember downstairs. Stacks and all them was over there, right?
There you go. Shout out my man Stacks.
Big shout out to my man Sturt.
Pickleys.
Yeah, Pickleys Poppy.
Whatever he is right now. But Stacks was in there. I had other people in there that rented it out. Years, or I would allow hourly rentals.
So down there they was doing their own thing too, and then you had like the master joint upstairs.
Yes, sir. So
because I remember you had it all boothed up and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
one of the first like black owned studios around here.
That's fire. I remember it was right in the Ville.
Right in the Ville.
Was that the first one?
That was my first studio. I was there for 7 years. It was a nice run.
Wow.
Out the Ville, yep.
7 years?
7 years. It was a nice run, man.
Damn.
Shout out anybody ever been through the first Dream Star, the original Dream Star studio.
That's fire. What I always like that name, but I always wondered what made you come up with Dream Star.
Man, listen, I feel like it's everything in a word. So Dream Star kind of always had a nice ring to it, but it comes from, trying to allow cats to dream. We all a star in our
Dream
own
about
respect.
being a star, right?
We all a star in our own respect, especially when you working with music. Artists are, confident. You should be. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's like an opportunity to dream.
That's fire.
You see what I'm saying?
So when it comes to this, when you started doing the engineering thing like that with the studio, did you do less recording for yourself? Did one of them outweigh the other?
Man, unfortunately, yeah, it started being a situation where, especially when I started doing the showcases as well.
Ooh.
So I started putting together showcases. So in addition to working with artists in the studio, I was doing the shows, throughout the city, everywhere.
So your time for your shit was limited.
Limited. So for myself, I would make like a song or two, you know what I mean, here and there, every few months. It wasn't ever as steady as I would have liked it to be. You know what I mean? And a lot of people didn't even really know I even get down at some point.
Wow.
Yeah,
like, exactly. Because you're so behind the boards.
Yeah.
And the scenes and everything.
Like that. Yeah. And plus, I was away like in Baltimore. You know what I mean? So I was living over there after school and stuff. I just chilled out there. Yeah. So when I got back here, it was more like networking, trying to get to know everybody and figure out what was going on.
I say like you're the king of this shit. Like I know you and all. I'm not just saying that being biased. I am too. But respect. Damn, yo, you're that dude. Like whenever anybody asks me about any type of venues or whatever, I'll say, yo, look, listen first. You know Pilz. Okay, because like you've been shaking and baking.
Nah, man, it's been a minute. It's been a nice run. Definitely hit up a lot of these venues that wasn't allowing us really to come in there and do some of the music that we do, especially my hardcore, hip hop, especially street music or anything like that.
Yeah, because you do got the crowd too. You can almost kind of tell, like if there was to narrow out crowds like a lineup, I could tell the Pilz crowd.
It's all love though, and throughout the years, it's always been that. Nothing crazy at the shows. It's all love, warm, feel for the crowd. We trying to keep it going right now.
And when we thinking about a Pilz event, right? Because I know you throw a lot, but are we going to be expecting to hear like artists on the bill, or are these more like party events?
Good question. So right now, I'm really mixing it up. You just gotta pay attention to what the flyer's talking about. I'm doing fusions where it's like the first 2 hours might be, you know what I mean, like performances. Yeah. And then the last 2-3 hours might just be a DJ
some music and shit,
partying.
See, that's dope.
Dance.
Because then that's more the network time.
That's the network. Social mixing. You know what I mean?
It's dope how you break it up.
Yes, it's something new that I'm trying. You know what I mean? To see if those worlds, work well together, man.
Yeah. How do you see it coming? Is it looking like they working well together?
It's a good vibe. Right now, I got a weekly going. Network Wednesday.
The Wednesday joint.
Network Wednesday. That's it's on a Wednesday, so it's tough to come out. So shout out everybody that come out to the Wednesdays. It's been a good 4 months.
That's been running though, really good, because I've been seeing all the footage, and like. That works well for a Wednesday.
Dope. Yeah, it's like it's an opportunity to do an open mic, and then we also have featured artists like you had yourself one time to come through and feature. But we have featured artists that we book, ahead of time, give them some promo. Yeah. Everybody comes out. There's food. There's a bar. It's fine.
So how's that work if they want to get down? Because I know a lot of people they looking to get opportunities. Yeah. How's that work, Pilz?
So best thing to do is hit me. I'm accessible. Like. Follow me on Instagram. It's Pillsbury on everything. If you're on FB or whatever, but hit me directly and or pull up. You know what I mean? Pull up. That's another good way to do it. Pull up.
Just pull up.
Yeah. Come network. It's Network Wednesday. But there's other opportunities. There's other shows that we're doing. I think you did one of the sounds from the underground.
Yeah, I love that one right there. Can't Tap joint.
Yep.
Are you doing that monthly?
That's like monthly. Yeah. We're working on a monthly with that. That might be on a Thursday, but. Stay tuned. I definitely put the flyers out, you know, a couple weeks ahead and try to let people know what we're doing. It's all good vibes, you know what I mean? Some of it's parties, like you're saying.
Yeah.
So I got a monthly, you know, first Friday going on.
Okay.
April, you know what I mean? Y'all
Is that
pull
going
up
to be
that.
at Beyond?
That's going to be at Beyond Full.
Okay.
Yeah, Beyond Full. Shout out Beyond
Let them
Full.
know where's Beyond Full at.
So we on Mass Ave right now. Here's CCTV, Central Square. So Beyond Full's next square over, Harvard Square, on Mass Ave, 1105 Mass Ave in Cambridge.
I think it's dope because it's actually like in between Harvard and Central.
Yeah, it's a nice
You
little
feel me?
location.
So
notice
you
my
like-
stomping grounds around here
You know?
from P. So
Right
you know,
there.
This is all.
And y'all got the food running.
Yes.
Like,
gotta come through and
that
try
shit
the wings.
go all night.
Wings are busting. They got smash burgers. We got going for like $3 right
Yeah.
now. Can't really beat that.
That's
So,
a fact.
Yeah, and then it's good vibes. It's music. It's performances. Like I said, sometimes we partying on the first Fridays is 25 and older. So
You just did have a birthday party over there, right?
And I did. Yep. Did a birthday.
Is that the one where you had Charlie Clips on?
No, we did that on New Year's Eve.
Oh, that was New Year's.
New Year's Eve. Yep,
So many events
It was
going on over
collaborative.
there.
Yeah, it was lit. Yeah, that was kind of like 2 weeks after my birthday.
Who's some of the artists that you've had pull up so far?
To the spot. Oh man.
I know there's a lot of them, but if you had to
it's
name
like-
just some off the
Offhand,
top.
it was dope to have my people's DMK pull up. She had a dope one. More Beezy.
Okay,
was on that
okay.
Same bill. You know what I mean? Like I said, yourself.
Yep.
Stop playing, man.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
I'm
I'm part
over-
of the, dragging you out. Like,
Yeah,
come on, let's
yeah.
go.
Word. That's what I'm
it's
saying,
good to
man.
see you back on these stages too. So it was good to have you pull up.
Yep.
But yeah, man, we had producers, we had comedians come through. Vocalists. You know what I mean? Singers.
That's
Alexa
fire.
artists been coming through heavy. Dope male vocalists.
When it comes to these shows, are you a solo promoter or do you run with a team?
I'm kind of solo, really. I do a lot of collaborations,
Yeah.
I'd say. But for the most part, I'm open to working with different people. You know what I
Facts.
mean? So it's never really like a set group that I'm working
Yeah,
with per
yeah.
se. Yeah, so with that said, you know what I mean?
I'm
down to
assuming
connect.
you rather like kind of the solo business thing because you've been just running for years.
I do a lot of different things
Yeah.
aside from this. So for the sake of like organization, it probably helps for me to be very hands-on.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I
you know
mean?
exactly where you're going.
Yeah, exactly. But
Know what you want, what the goal is. Sometimes it's
Absolutely.
confusing when you got a handful.
it's a lot. I mean, the other thing is that people got to understand the vision as well.
Yeah.
So if you're not connected and finding
like,
that, you're not gonna force nothing. You know what I
Visions
mean?
clashing, you might be like,
Yeah, it's a possibility. You know what I mean? But it's more like you looking for something that that kind of, you know what I mean, like-minded kind of. You know what I mean? You're on the same page, and then you want to support each other's visions. Once you feel that's the connection, and once I feel that's the connection, I'm ready to rock. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's got to be consistent.
Are you still doing the Dream Star Studio right now? You doing the promotions? You still rocking the studio? You taking clients or is
Right
it?
now, I'm in transition right now. I mean, if we want to work, we can work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could lock in. We still connecting with certain artists, doing certain songs, more like a single approach. Really.
Yeah.
Creating,
Yeah.
songs and stuff, collaborative. In addition
proper
to the
platform and
showcases
shit like
stuff
that.
like that. Yeah. In addition
Yeah.
to the showcases is more heavy right now. I'm doing them like every other week. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I
Damn.
am one person. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm switching gears.
So
to
you,
that.
exactly.
Mhm.
You gotta switch lanes over there. Hold on, I'm over here today.
I'm over here.
A couple weeks, I want to be over there. Because
At
I
the
know
end
it
of
gets
the day.
confusing.
It gets confusing.
You know?
For me, it's just like organization, staying ahead of things. You know what I mean? Having dates booked, pre-booked.
From like a 1 to 10, right? Rating. What is it like dealing with artists? When you gotta book them, send me your music. Like.
Artists, woo, yeah. Artists is a whole different world. You know what I mean? Like I said, artists are, unique in their own way.
Yeah.
Where they, you know what I mean? They gotta be confident. And
I
things
know
like
it ain't
that.
an easy one myself.
It's a,
You know?
personally from dealing with artists, but no,
Yeah.
it's like an organizational thing. Like I said, so you want to get ahead, right? So that might involve sending your music. That might involve promoting. You know, because there's a confusion of the promoter promoting and the artist not necessarily promoting or figuring out whose role is what. I'm coming from an area where I'm thinking it's a collective. Everybody should want to
put in that equal share, right?
Obviously, if you're the artist, you want to promote yourself.
Yeah,
is one thing I look at, and then as a promoter, I also want to promote you, the event, and things like that. But dealing with artists is, you know, it's tricky. It's like a niche.
1 to 10. 1 to 10. What do you get rating?
It's not for the week. At the end,
it's not for the week. No number rating. It's just not for the week.
It's not for the week. I mean, it's good though. I love it. I'm still doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love a challenge too. So you know, that's part of the whole thing. That's probably.
I'll give him like a 6. You know what I'm saying? I'll give it like a 6.
Yes.
As terms of like working with him, because you know you always got a select group that's like hard to deal with, but for the most part,
I say typically they might, you know what I mean, come off more hard to deal with. The more educated into the industry and everything like that, probably the less hard to deal with, to be honest with you. So
but when you're dealing with the
sometimes
just around the way
newbies,
shit,
sometimes people that are new to it don't understand some of the things that, you know, go into it. You know what I mean? So that's like the curve right there. But I'll give it like a hard 6.5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
The hottest beats hitting our body, that's what I be about. Every time I open my mouth, I'm spitting heat out. You niggas way out of your lane, I'm trying to reroute. Catch me with a bad thing, y'all, I sweat you weave out. The hottest beats hitting our body, that's what I be about. Every time I open my mouth, I'm spitting heat out. You niggas way out of your lane, I'm trying to reroute. Catch me with a bad thing, y'all, I sweat you weave out. My shit bang, yo, my shit bang. How you claim you spit bars, you ain't said a thing. My shit bang, yo, my shit bang. So 2018, I'm killing everything. Yeah, now here come Pilz with that medicine. As you can see, consider something like a veteran. If it's a game that it's one I should get a medal in. In certain situations, my friend, you shouldn't meddle in. Plus, my brethren still get the medal in. And we ain't starting nothing but we settling. While everybody wanna rap about what they peddling, give me the show spot, I'll burn a slot nigga like Edelman. Guess they forgot about the pen game. It's still the same, my nigga, man, ain't shit changed. Might have seen me breezing by in that big range. Before y'all was talking Bitcoin, I was getting big change. So it never mattered what set you claim. The type to fall back, saute the beef and hit your dame. Type of straight black, keep it quiet and murk the game. The hottest beats hitting our body, homie, it ain't a thing. The hottest beats hitting our body, that's what I be about. Every time I open my mouth, I'm spitting heat out. You niggas way out of your lane, I'm trying to reroute. Catch me with a bad thing, y'all, I sweat you weave out. The hottest beats hitting our body, that's what I be about. Every time I open my mouth, I'm spitting heat out. You niggas way out of your lane, I'm trying to reroute. Catch me with a bad thing, y'all, I sweat you weave out. My shit bang, yo, my shit bang. How you claim you spit bars, you ain't said a thing. My shit bang, yo, my shit bang. So 2018, I'm killing everything.
Yes, sir. Shout out Wax Hug, man.
Yeah, big shout out to Wax Hug, man. They do that big. What's that off, man?
That's just like something I threw out there, man. Just a visual.
Yeah?
Some fun remix stuff, you know what I mean?
Okay. That's your fire right there. I like the whole aesthetics with the lot and all that.
Yeah,
it looked crazy.
The color correction. That dude's the problem, man. He make it look like a movie for you.
Yeah, the lights and the lot and shit like that. Yo, that shit look fire, man.
Nah, that was a fun shoot. Like I said, I get in the booth. I'll do my thing here and there, not as consistent as I would like, but you know what I mean?
How old is that one right there? Is that a throwback?
That's a throwback. Yeah, that's like over 5 years old.
Okay, damn, because that shit, I thought that was a new joint right now. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to make timeless music. That's
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? But the bars will be, you know what I mean? Still, I'm still knocking out joints here and there.
The bars is important, man. You know, like nowadays I be hearing a lot of this newer music, and I'm like, what's your feelings on like the newer ish that's out like nowadays compared to when we was coming up?
I got respect for it all. You know what I mean? Like I said, I come from an era where, you know what I mean, I'm gonna try to still stay lyrical personally, more so. But I don't really knock anybody that's doing anything different.
Yeah.
Because I'm big on the beats.
Yeah, okay.
So the fact that, music is a large part the production.
Yeah.
It's the beat. So
Do you produce?
I produce myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I produce. Definitely produce. Learned that over the years.
So your hands is in all the pots.
Yep. Shout
Rapping,
out my son.
recording.
My son produces too. Shout out to
word?
Double XL. Salute to him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a producer doing
Man,
his
keep
thing
it
as
in the
well.
family, right?
Yeah, got to. Production is fun. All of that's fun for me right now. But primarily is the starting point is from a rapping standpoint, and then everything progressed into everything else, which is still all in the same family.
That's
the
a
way I
fact.
look at it. So do what you love. You know what I mean?
That's fire.
Yeah, man.
I remember when we was talking about the pandemic back before, and I was thinking like a lot of people was trying to do mad shit to be creative. Remember they was coming out with the verses.
The verses, right?
Yeah.
Right. That was big.
What you think about the
Pandemic
verses,
was
man?
a crazy time. The verses was dope. I actually would like to still see him. You know what I mean? I'd like to still see him. I see there's some chatter about, like T.I. and 50 and
Oh yeah.
50
gave him
cats
the-
ain't gonna rap.
Yeah,
you know
it
what I
ain't
mean?
happening.
No,
50
man.
gave him the denial. Him, T.I. and his whole family made their songs against 50.
And you don't even have to rap. You're just playing your songs pretty much.
Yeah.
But I like the concept. I like the idea of it. Maybe we bring that back to do like a live verse. In
Man,
person.
that'll
Me
be
and you,
that'll
let's do
be
it.
crazy.
Let's
That'll be a wild one to do. What do you
Yeah.
think the outcome of that would be if we was to do like a live
I think
versus
it'd be dope.
thing?
I feel like pandemic, there's probably some people that tried it, but it's like, why not keep it consistent? If you have the clientele or the artists or that, you know what I mean, that are comparable.
Then you can really get to see
Yeah.
who's your fans type shit. You know what I
and
mean?
Yeah, let the crowd participate and all that. You know what I mean? That would be dope.
That's fire. That's fire. You be just the person to put that on. You know
You
what
might
I
be
mean?
able to help me, man. I'm thinking of some ways of tweaking the Wednesday as well, like offering certain things like production, just like some video work, some promo, and more so artist development. Really is the standpoint I'm really trying to come from.
That's
now.
fire. I got an idea. I was on here with my man KB, Midi Kings. Shout out to Midi Kings producers. And we was talking about the battle thing too. And I asked him if he ever did a beat battle. And he had a good idea. He's like, you know what? Would be fire instead of like a battle. If you just bring some producers together, it's like a big collaborative type of
Yep.
everybody
Collaborative
put in on one beat type shit.
Yeah.
That sounded
I'm
like
down.
a good idea to me too.
I heard a couple people talk about something similar.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I'd like to incorporate an artist into the equation too.
Ooh.
They come to that same producer.
Oh,
meeting.
so it's like they were all producing for that one artist type
Producers,
shit.
Yeah, or a couple artists that even get on the beat live after it's produced.
Oh, right after it's like right on the
after
spot
it's cooked,
type
on the
shit.
Spot, all live, streaming or whatever.
Yo, that's
You know
y'all
what I
heard
mean?
it here first, man. Y'all heard it from
exactly.
Pilz. So we see
That
that
means-
idea
yeah.
trying to get carried out.
You already know where we going with
Come
this.
on, man.
Put it
Trademark
out
right
there.
here, baby.
Hey, there's a lot of that going on out here. So, hey, sometimes it's flattery, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
but
what
at the
they
end
say.
of the day, yeah, that's what they say. But
You know?
you do need originality out
Yeah.
here, and sometimes it lacks. But, hey, sometimes it's cool to be a trendsetter because wherever you see it
That's
first,
facts.
you know what happened. You know the real facts.
So I got one for you, right? I was kind of letting this float around a little while too, because we in this rap world and all that. We see the battles, the all the shit going on, the back and forth,
Yep.
the rapper drama,
Yep.
right? So since you played many parts, I was wondering, in this producer world, promoter world, is there also beef like that, like this rap beef? Is there promoter beef, promoter drama?
If I'm gonna be real, I mean it's Boston, it's Greater Boston, it's the whole region. You know how it goes. I'll tell you, there's a lack of support. You know what I mean? So that could lead towards what seems like beef,
Yeah.
or what seems like or feels like dog eat dog.
Have you
crab in
seen
a
it? Have you
barrel.
seen it coming up?
Absolutely.
Some promoters, particular promo. I don't fuck that dude.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the day, people talk and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you hear chatter and stuff like that, or you see certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Deliberate, stuff. One guy trying to sabotage the next guy, or
the sabotage, right? There be a lot of shit like that, huh?
There be like little backdoor stuff going on. But hey, it's kind of part of the game too. Is what you start to learn. But a lot of us gotta just do better.
I've heard that happen before. I've heard like a promoter say like, "Oh, I was going to book a certain artist, and I go to someone trying to get the plug, and then they're like, "Now we gotta book them."
We
like,
gotta book, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's all part of networking and networks. You know what I mean? So it's like, you
gotta watch who you're telling your shit to.
But at the end of the day, like, I'm a promoter, and I want to promote the artist, so I'll post up the artist. I'll tag the artist. Because that's what we're trying to do, really. You know what I mean? But again, it's one of those type of platforms. It's one of those industries where
definitely
there's a lot of back
toes get stepped on and all that.
Yeah, deliberately a lot of times. And then sometimes maybe indirectly, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. As long as you got a product that's moving, it shouldn't really affect you.
Are you a promoter that only, do you only do shows like in mass, or do you travel all around and do it?
I haven't traveled with the showcases. I haven't. It's been something that's been, on the table for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to, figure out what those stops will be.
Yeah. Would you like to do that?
But I had talked about an East Coast kind of like
just like going all over the East Coast type
stop,
shit.
Yeah, initially, and then see what it progresses from.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That might be something where you might need to take on a few people to work together for that shit.
Absolutely.
That's gonna be confusing.
That's collaborative. Yep. That's got to be collaborative because it's so many different parts is doing something like that.
That's a fact.
Over here I'm here. I'm going to the venue, and then I'm done at the end of the night. The tour, or anything like that's gonna be more of a process. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I heard how it goes, man.
Definitely on to that, but shout out to Middle East behind me. They held down a lot of the anniversary, Dream Star anniversary.
Man, y'all know what it is, man. We'll be back after these messages.
It's your boy Pilzy. About to do that DSMG mix. Yes, indeed, you know that. Check. Some of you need to relax. That's why I be good where I'm at. Some jokers be doing the utmost. I got the persona you lack. Yeah, it's Return of the Mac. About to really put my city on the map. Got it from the mud, got it from the dust, got it from the plug, gotta bring it back. You know I keep it a stack. A lot of you lying your raps. Where they do that at? Man, I'm the type of cat that's only acknowledging facts. As far as the city, they all coming with me. A hell of a bop and I'm moving like Diddy. They trying to copy, but they looking sloppy. Still trying to stop me, but never can get me. Finesse and maneuver, now I'm in Aruba. Barely can swim, but I'm doing the scuba. Shakers and movers, shooter with Rugers. I ain't lying to you, they ready to do ya, ready to lose ya. And you never catch me round no losers. Nah, cold ass flow is on freeze. Talk about paper you don't see. I be going places you don't be. Tell her baby girl it's on me. I got a flow that you niggas can't even do. Last time that you heard it, your speakers blew.
Ooh, we back, man. Another one right there, huh?
Real quick, wax hug again.
I see you got the catalog right there going with the wax hug, man. He doing clean.
I like connections and building relationships, you know what I mean? We was locked in. He flew back out actually to do one of them joints.
Wax Hug's definitely one of the top dudes out here. Who's some of the? Have you worked with anyone else when it comes to videography?
Videographers, I mean, there's Gil. I worked with Gil back in the day, early Dream Star days for sure. Shout out to him. But I haven't really locked in with videographers too heavy. I've been using them for.
Have you shot any? Because your hands and everything, right?
I've shot.
Got parts of that?
Yeah, I have. But I try to keep it limited. You know what I mean? And outsource that. But I've done it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get down.
Got one of the homies, yo, Pilz,
used to be down with CCTV. You know what I mean? I know my way around the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the editing is just a whole nother world. You know what I mean? So I know what I want to see. And I've done it and chopped it up before. But I'm in the game where
I enjoy the editing game,
like it?
for real. Just
Okay.
like being an artist and stuff like that. We get to like chop up our own shit. It's like we know what we want.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's a little time consuming. Once
Yeah.
you know it, though, I'm sure it's a little more.
Once you know it, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the strategic, tedious parts to it,
yep,
But then when you start mixing and hearing, ooh,
You start having fun.
dropping
with it.
them bombs and doing all that
Yeah.
when it gets there.
Exactly. You know how it
Yeah.
goes because you basically construct all your own stuff.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what
I was always one of them people that you say you always liked being recorded, right?
Right.
I
You
never
like
liked it.
You like recording yourself.
I always felt like when I was going somewhere, they weren't doing it how I was,
Oh, how you would do
how I really wanted it.
it. Right.
You know?
That makes sense.
So I'm like, I'm trying to do it like this. It sounded like that. And I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm going to learn this damn shit myself, man.
Nah, absolutely. Yeah, you do what you got to do. It was just the labor involved in it. I know physically have a booth set up, and then you got to.
It is labor.
You got to make sure the monitor's right and everything is set up a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
You gotta definitely do the setup. Are you setting up your own shit too when it comes to the parties?
Yeah.
You coming
Yeah,
through,
man.
so you go through
So
the
I have-
speakers and all that.
No, I'm blocking it with certain DJs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Certain DJs. Some of these venues don't have the speakers and everything, the infrastructure to do a whole party. So you
Yeah.
gotta do all that.
Who's
part
dude
of
you
it.
been having lately? Out there at some of
Lately?
your joints. I know I rocked them with the Kid Tab. He was there.
Kid Tab, homeboy, that was Rasta.
Yeah,
Shout
he's
out
nice with
Rasta.
it.
He did his thing. He came through and did Kid Tab and everything. GM's gonna be rocking the next event I got next Friday. It's all R&B joint.
Oh, at the Kid Tab?
No, this one's gonna be at Beyond Full.
Oh.
Yeah, Friday 27th.
All R&B?
All R&B.
Do you
R&B
got some
showcase.
performers in there already?
Yeah.
Give them a little
locked in.
sneak, little good ones.
Yeah.
Anyone locked in already?
Yeah, we got some people locked in. I got some new cats that's gonna pull up. That's new to the area and everything
Okay.
like that. So
That's
shout
always
out,
good.
Chris James gonna be in the building. Who else? I got my man Zay Harris. Some new names to the scene, but they got some quality work to do. It's gonna be pretty stacked. Delore, who's also on the scene as well, doing her thing.
Every Wednesday, y'all at Beyond Full Network Wednesdays.
Network Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we got a dope event on the 1st. It's kind of like a relaunch to it. Like I said, we're gonna start kind of offering some different incentives.
Oh, word?
You know what I mean? Treat it, make it a little more fun.
Yeah,
Not so competitive, but add some element of artist development to it. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's fire.
Tap in with the artist, show them, give them some direction and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
That's
how
fire.
we
So
do it.
like kind of like a little seminar.
Yeah, a little consultation.
I mean,
here and
yeah,
there on the
oh.
side, little. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yo, that's fire
Conversation.
because ain't nobody doing shit like that.
Yeah, some incentive to pull up, you know what I mean? Because we've been doing it a while, you know what I mean? I've been working with artists for years, but these shows, I probably did 100 of these shows.
Wow.
And sometimes it's like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's mixing genres, sometimes exclusive genres. So this is going to be one of them on the 27th where it's exclusively R&B, smooth vibes. Shout out Chase Banks, going to be in the building. Shout out my dude Yo Cash, been working with
That's fire.
pretty closely with.
Is there any particular, if you had to name some of your favorite venues to rock, could you give a
that I
Top
have
five?
done myself? Top 5. I had a nice run at the House of Blues.
Ooh.
That was dope. Foundation Room. Shout out to them. That was actually we was running a Wednesday back then. This was a while pre-pandemic. Middle East again. Shout out to them. But it's a few venues in there. So Sonia.
Oh
also
yeah.
part of Middle East, kind of slept on a lot of people.
Yeah. Sonia's
it's a nice
fly.
one around the corner. Places that I have rocked as well. I mean, there's some places that closed down.
Them Wonder Bars.
Wonder Bar, shout out Wonder Bar. If I could go back to Wonder Bar, that would be one of them.
We had some good times
hosted
over
it,
there.
You know what I mean? That was my 10-year anniversary. That joint was kind of
Yeah.
a movie.
That was a movie
it
for
was
sure.
Like the day before the week or two before the pandemic, I promise you. And then everything
Yeah.
shut down. That was the
That's a
last
fact.
event they did. And that was my first and last event at Wonder Bar, but
Wow,
we made-
damn.
yeah,
It was a classic,
I thought it was
too.
about to be a run.
Yeah, man. Yo, if the pandemic ain't
I
come,
thought
that
it
would have
was
been
about to be a run.
serious run, yo.
Yeah, it was about to be crazy. Cause yeah, that was a classic show. Shout out everybody that was at that show. You know, yeah,
That's facts. That's
line
facts.
Up that show.
I remember you doing the you did the Haitian joint over there, right? The flag
the
day,
flag
right?
thing at Sonia.
That was fire.
That was a crazy show, right there.
I remember passing by just on the walk through, like, yo man, that
what's
shit.
going on out
That
here,
line
right?
was like down the street.
Yes, sir.
The flags was out.
The flags
okay,
was
and
outside. It was a
it
big
was
show.
lovely.
It was a dope show. Shout out Sonia for having us. We had like Zoes and Zoe affiliates. Shout out all my Haitians.
Yeah,
You know, I try to do that yearly.
that's lit.
Stay consistent with that. You know what I mean? So that's in May. So stay tuned for some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Represent for the Haitian massive out there.
Before we up out of here, Pilz, man, is there anything that maybe you forgot to tell them, or I also need you to give them all your handles and how to get at you? And all that?
Okay, yeah. So, quick recap again on some of the events I got coming up. Obviously, we mentioned the Network Wednesday as April 1st and on. We going all spring, summer with that every Wednesday at Beyond Full. And then we got, like I said, it's Friday, the 27th. That's gonna be all R&B. And then we got Straight Party, 25 and older, on the 3rd. That's gonna be Friday, first Friday of every month. Tap in, you already know, food, drinks, good vibes. You know what I
That's
mean?
lit.
Cold and sexy. But yeah, man, you find me on everything under Pillsbury, and I mean, Facebook, whatever. You know, Snap, Pillsby. Pilzb, Pilz Bury, Bury on everything.
Google him, y'all. He's Googleable,
Dreamstar,
man.
yeah. Dreamstar, one word. Look up Dreamstar, you know what I mean? We've been getting at it for a while, my dude Wally. Proud
Yo,
to see what you're
appreciate
doing.
you
Proud
coming
see
through
what
to
you're
the
doing
show,
in
man.
there. I like
And y'all
it.
know what
It's
it
clean.
is. Cambridge Gucci Live. We out of here. What I say, Cambridge Gucci man.
In the hood, you never. In my hood, you never. In your hood, you never. They never did respect you. They never did connect you. You never sold a dub. You never owed the plug. You never showed no love. You never was a dog. I heard they banned him from the hood forever. I used to get it dropped off in a Jetta. You never. Served him off the porch like a nigga on house arrest. Homie in them streets and he can't move without his vest. I know some felons skip they court cases still running. Ran down on Youngin' cause he still owe me 400. My shorty want a Birkin bag, told her swerve the ad. First time I caught more than a half, I was first to bag. Hit a pop before that front and I was pushing P's. Plates in my Ford, first whip was a couple G's. They try to get my niggas 20, but they took the pleas. I don't speak a foreign language with them crooked knees. Every time I hit a jug, it's like I shook the D's. When I was 19, I was where they look for trees. Heartless Tony in the bridge with that loud sour. Told him meet me on Ridge by the first tower. My Aki still raising cane, I ain't talking power. So much powder to forecast the money shower. In the hood, you never. In my hood, you never. In your hood, you never. They never did respect you. They never did connect you. You never sold a dub. You never owed the plug. You never showed no love. You never was a dog. I heard they banned him from the hood forever. I used to get it